हाय स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू स्मार्ट वर्ल्ड स्कूल ऑफ कंप्लीट एजुकेशन। और आज आपका स्वागत है 6th स्टैंडर्ड के हिस्ट्री में। राइट, सो उम्मीद करता हूँ हिस्ट्री बहुत पसंद होगी आप लोगों को। मज़ेदार तरीके से आप हिस्ट्री के बारे में जान सकते हो, जो हमारे पीछे हुआ है उसके बारे में आप जान सकते हो। तो हिस्ट्री सीखते हैं अभी हम। हिस्ट्री के सारे चैप्टर्स सीखेंगे। सारे चैप्टर्स को हमने रीडिंग मोड पे रखा हुआ है ताकि नए नए शब्द आपको जो आ रहे हैं वो भी आपको पूरी समझ में आए, रीड कर पाओ आप पूरे चैप्टर को। तो रीडिंग के वीडियोस है, एक्सप्लेनेशन इन हिंदी के वीडियोस है, इंग्लिश के एक्सप्लेनेशन के वीडियोस है, मराठी एक्सप्लेनेशन के वीडियोस है, क्वेश्चन आंसर्स भी हमने गाइड करके रखा हुआ है। राइट, और उसके साथ साथ में एक अनोखा प्लेटफॉर्म, एक अनोखा तरीका जिसे पहली बार स्मार्ट वर्ल्ड कर रही है और हजारों बच्चे हमारे साथ जुड़ करके सीख रहे हैं। तो नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में बहुत ही सरल सा तरीका है बच्चों, जहां पर आपको हमारे वेबसाइट पे रजिस्टर करना है, ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म पे मिल करके जुड़ना है और पूरा प्रोसेस है। वहां पर वीडियोस में आपको इंस्ट्रक्ट किया गया है कैसे कैसे करना है, बस उसे फॉलो कर लीजिए। ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म पे हमसे मिल करके रोज सीखते जाइए, आगे बढ़ते जाइए। यूट्यूब पे भी सीखिए, ऑनलाइन पे भी सीखिए। पर्सनल तरीके से सीखने के बाद आपके वीडियोस हमें भेजिए, हम उसे चेक करेंगे, ग्रेड करेंगे और हर रोज़ आप क्या क्या कर रहे हो हम उसकी पूरी रिकॉर्डिंग अपने पास रखेंगे, पूरे सिस्टमेटिक रिकॉर्ड्स रखेंगे ताकि आपको लाइफ में फ़ायदा हो, आपको लाइफ में आगे बढ़ने के सारे मौके सही तरीके से मिल पाए। राइट, सो ये सब कुछ करेंगे। तो पहले इस चैप्टर को देखते हैं और आगे बढ़ते हैं। चलिए शुरू करें।
Hello students, welcome to Smart World, a school of complete education. We are going to learn History Chapter 3, the Harappan Civilization. Let's learn about Harappan Civilization, housing and town planning, seals and pots, the Great Bath, life in the Harappan Civilization, trade, reason for decline. You should definitely try this. Show the sites of Harappan civilization on an outline map of India. You can see here the outline map of India where you can see the Harappan civilization, which is clearly mentioned here. The first sign indicates sites of Harappan civilization, and this square-filled box indicates modern city, and this dash symbol indicates present international boundaries. You can see here an international boundary between Pakistan and Afghanistan, and between the Nepal and Tibet. And like this, you can see the modern city by the filled square box, and by filled circle you can see the sites of Harappan civilization: Lothal, Rojadi. These are the sites of Harappan civilizations. Let's learn more about it. Archaeological excavation first began in 1921 CE at Harappa in Punjab on the banks of river Ravi. This is how this civilization came to be known as Harappan civilization. It is also known as Indus civilization. Excavation also carried out at Mohenjo-daro, a place about 650 km to the south of Harappa in the Indus Valley. There was a striking resemblance between the remains of structures and artifacts found at the two places. Similar remains have been found at Dholavira, Lothal, Kalibangan, Daimabad, etc. Generally, The same characteristics are seen in all the places of Harappan civilization. These include town planning, roads, construction of houses, drainage systems, seed spots and toys, and burial system. Can you describe the structures of houses in your locality? Do they have flat roofs or tilted, sloping roofs? Let's see what were housing and town planning at the Harappan civilization. The houses and other structures in the Harappan civilization were mainly built with baked bricks. In some places, unbaked bricks and stones were also used for construction. The houses had rooms built around a central courtyard. The houses had wells, bathrooms, and toilets. There was an excellent drainage system in which baked earthen conduits were used. The streets had covered drains built with bricks. This shows great concern regarding public health. The streets were broad and laid out in a grid pattern. Houses were built in the rectangular blocks created by them. You can see Harappan civilization well in this picture. Let's see, can you tell this? What problems regarding health and hygiene will arise if the drains were not covered? The towns were divided into two or more sections, and, and each section had separate fortification. Try this. Cut a potato into half. Carve out some letters or figures on the cut surfaces using a nail. Dip the surface into ink or color and then press it on a piece of paper. Observe what happens. Let's learn about seals and pots. The seals of Harappan civilization were mainly square-shaped and made from a stone called setitite. These seals bear pictures of animals. They include pictures of real animals like bulls, buffaloes, oxen, elephants, rhinos, tigers, etc., and also of imaginary ones like the unicorn. Human figures are also seen. These seals were used as stamps. Earthen pots of various types and shapes have been found at the excavation. You can see seals here. You should do this. Interview persons skilled in making earthen pots to learn how they are made. What types of clay is used? Where do we get the clay? How much time is needed to make one pot? Sites of Harappan civilization. There are red terracotta pots with patterns and designs in black color. The patterns include cell scales, interlocking circles, people leaves, etc. The Harappan people buried their dead. They used to bury earthen pots with the bodies. You can see earthenware here. Observe this. Visit a swimming tank in your locality. Observe how the water in the tank is changed. Compare a modern swimming tank to the Harappan bath. The Great Bath. A spacious bath has been discovered by the Mohenjo-daro. The tank in the Great Bath was nearly 2.5 meters deep. It was 12 meters long and 7 meters wide. It was lined with the baked bricks to prevent seepage of water. There were steps leading down to the tank. There was also provision for drainage, cleaning, and refilling the tank from time to time. This is the great bath at Mohenjo-daro. Magnificent, isn't it? Can you name the fruits and crops grown in your area? What clothing do the people in your area use? Write the names of the ornament you know. Let's move further to life in the Harappa civilization. The Harappan people practiced agriculture. The excavation at Kalibangan provides evidence of a ploughed field. The people there grew different crops, mainly wheat and barley. In Rajasthan, barley was grown on a large scale, while in Gujarat it was ragi, peas, sesame, and lentils, which is Mysore, were also cultivated. The Harappan people were also familiar with cotton. The statues, the pictures on the seals, and the remains of cloth found in the excavation indicate that the Harappan people used to weave cloth. The dress of both men and women consists of knee-length cloth and an upper garment. These were ornaments in the Harappan civilization. Many types of ornaments have been found in excavation. They are made of gold, copper, precious stones, as also shells, cowries, seeds, etc. Men and women both used a multi-strand necklace, rings, armlets, and waist belt. Women wear bangles right up to their upper arm. A statue found at Harappan site presents an excellent specimen of their art. It shows the man's facial features very clearly. A cloak with a beautiful trefoil pattern is strapped around his shoulder, a specimen of Harappan art. Try this. Visit a grocery shop nearby. From where does the shopkeeper buy the items in his shop? List the items. Trades. The Harappan people carried on trade within India as well as with countries outside. The Indus Valley was known for its high quality cotton. The cotton was exported to other regions like West Asia, Southern Europe, and Egypt. Cotton cloth too was exported. The traders of the Harappan civilization provided municipal cloth to Egypt. Silver, zinc, gemstone, rubies, deodar wood were some of the items that were imported from Kashmir, South India, Iran, Afghanistan, and Balochistan. The trade was carried on both by land routes and sea routes. Some of the excavated seals bear pictures of ships. A huge dockyard has been discovered at Lothal.
ती स्क्रीन सेवर वाढवत असते.
A trade of the Harappan civilization was carried on along the coastal line of Arabian Seas. An artist's visualization of the dockyard at Lothal, reconstructed with the help of remains. It's unique, isn't it? The last point of this chapter, reasons for decline of the Harappan civilization. Frequent floods, invasions by foreign tribes, decline in trade were some of the reasons for the decline of the Harappan civilization. Some regions became arid due to weakening of monsoon drying up of the river basins, earthquakes, changes in sea level, etc. People migrate to other places, leading to the decline of cities. The Harappan civilization was a prosperous and flourishing urban civilization. It laid the foundation of Indian civilization. Let's see exercise. First question is answer in one sentence. How did the civilization get the name Harappa? What titles are seen on the Harappan pots? What cloth did the Harappan traders supply to Egypt? Second question is what will you do when you visit an ancient site to obtain more information about it, to conserve it, etc. Third is draw a picture of the Great Bath at the Mohenjo-daro. Fourth is in the following chart fill in the details regarding human life during the Harappan period. There are three divisions which you have to fill. Major crops, clothes, ornaments. Fifth question is answer in one word and frame similar questions. Write their answers. What stone was used to make Harappan seals? Sixth is on an outline map of world show the other civilization that existed in the other part of the world during the Harappan period. Activity. These are two exciting activities. You should do it. Prepare an outline map of your school and show the various places like a library, playground, computer room, etc. on the map. Prepare a detailed note on the grain storage system used in your family and your locality. These were Harappan toys. I hope you got the chapter. Thank you so much.
सो बच्चों कैसा लगा चैप्टर? मज़ा आया? बहुत अच्छा था ना? वेरी गुड। तो इसी तरीके से सारे चैप्टर्स को आप सीखेंगे और आगे बढ़ेंगे। अगर इन चैप्टर में कुछ भी आपको कमी लगी तो मुझे तुरंत से कमेंट करके बताएं ताकि मैं उसे अपडेट कर पाऊँ। अगर आपको ये चैप्टर बहुत पसंद आया तो अपने सारे दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करिए इस वीडियो को और साथ ही साथ में इस चैनल को तुरंत से सब्सक्राइब भी कर लीजिए और अपने सारे दोस्तों के साथ में सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए कहिए। राइट। सो इसी तरीके से हम आगे बढ़ते जाएंगे, कुछ नया नया हर रोज सीखते जाएंगे। राइट। सो आते जाइए चैनल पे, सीखते जाइए। पर्सनली मिल करके भी आप सीख सकते हो और उसके लिए सिंपल सा आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में जो प्रोसेस दिया गया है उसे फॉलो करिए। बस सिंपल तरीके से सीखते जाइए, आगे बढ़ते जाइए। ऑल द बेस्ट स्टूडेंट्स।